It's today's leadoff question with Annie Perryman, a member of the Lawrence Free State soccer team. Annie, the question for you, what's the most challenging thing to do in your sport?
So I think for me personally, the most challenging thing would be just not overthinking and getting in my head because a lot of times I work so hard like in my head to like say like don't get or don't fail, like don't mess up, and then it actually is the reason that I mess up. So then it kind of stands in the way for me actually succeeding a lot. So I would just say yeah, like overthinking.
Yeah. So when did that kind of settle in for you? Like, when did you kind of like figure out that advice?
Well, I think for me, especially with like varsity soccer, it's a lot faster paced than I'm used to. So my goals for the first like two games was just to settle in and get to the pace of it and get used to that. And once I got there, then it was a lot easier for me to like actually focus on like skill work and doing better, like cooler things than just like not being in my head.
Yeah. Did anybody like reach out to you, like maybe some of the upperclassmen when you first started to kind of help you out?
Yeah, no, the upperclassmen are extremely supportive. They're a lot of the reason why it was pretty easy to settle in after the first like few games. Like throughout the whole games, they're always very positive. It's a very positive environment, I think.
What do you remember about like maybe one of your first varsity matches?
I just remember I was so nervous. I was kind of like hyping myself up in my head, but that actually just made me more in my head. So I got into the field and I was kind of like frozen a little bit. And they just kept, a few of the upperclassmen just kept saying, like, hey, no, you got this. Keep working. You're doing great. And that affirmation for sure was like very, very helpful. And it just lifted me up a lot.
That is Annie Perryman, a member of the Free State soccer team. It's our leadoff question with Evelyn Rivera, a member of the Free State soccer team. Evelyn, the question for you, what's the most challenging thing to do in your sport?
The most challenging thing for me was to communicate with my teammates since I've like never really met them before. And like I don't really talk to that many people outside of like soccer. So it was really hard for me to like start communicating with them and talk a lot.
What got you to kind of open up a little bit in that communication? Like, when did that start?
I think it started like the third game, and I kind of got used to like the pace, and I got used to the girls on my team and the way that they communicated. And also like they were really the girls, the upperclassmen specifically, were like really helpful in communicating. So like they would say, hey, just communicate this or communicate that, and then I just started doing it on my own.
How big is, communication? I feel like in any sport is huge, but like how big is it in soccer? And what are some of the things that you guys are always communicating about?
Um, for soccer, it's really important. Just for like saying, "Oh, hey, like this is my ball, I got it," or like go make that run, or like press this person. It's a big part of it because we're always like moving off the ball and trying to be creative, and you can't really do that without the communication part.
What are some of the things you're trying to work on this year to improve? Anything that stands out?
I'm trying to just help myself, like help my body recover since I've just came back from an injury. I think just overall getting my skills up and just making sure that I know what to do in this like new semi position.
What's that like coming back from an injury? Like, how tough was it and just the recovery process?
I'd say it's kind of hard. I worked really hard in the off season, and so I got like injured in the fall during club season, so that kind of set me back. But in the winter, I just worked really, really hard to get myself recovered, and I continue to work really hard to keep myself healthy.
That's Evelyn Rivera, a member of the Free State soccer team.